15 minutes with Devan here. So, when I go say I don't come again with Ofofo. But all of a sudden, Two-Face Idibia is looking for true love. And it's not in the way you think, oh. The young man has released a song with one of the greatest musicians that ever graced the Nigerian music waves in Nigeria, Bongos Ikwe. Now, I'm aware that there's an entire generation of Nigerians who might not even have an inkling who I'm talking about, but believe me, in the late 70s and early 80s, that's the time frame I remember. Bongos Ikwe was the music to have in your home. He had this country kind of, American country kind of blend to his music. It was made to slow tempo, very nice, soothing voice. Of course, he's an elderly person now. I think at the very least, he should be somewhere in his late 70s. I didn't check that out, my bad. But he's from Benue State. Two-Face Idibia is from Benue State. They're from the same ethnic group. And for years, there has been this lingering debate of when will these two greats, two of the biggest stars to ever come out of Benue State, when will they do a collabo together? It finally happened, and it has dropped, and the song is good. Two-Face no let down, Bongos no let down. Two of my guys, I almost used the N-word. Two of my guys, and which is why you're seeing me in the stripes. The black and white, I wish I had red and black, which are the Idoma colors. I don't, but black and white, TIV colors now, still they represent. At the end of the day, it's still Benue State. So it's good to see Benue State in the news for something good, something really beautiful like this. Two of the biggest music stars Nigeria has ever known are from Benue State, and they've gotten together and done a collabo, regardless of the generational gap between the two. And there's no reason why Two-Face would not have nailed this, because I have had the privilege of interviewing Two-Face one-on-one when African Queen dropped. At the time, I was still working with NTA. And the guy came off as a very personable individual, laid back, humble. You know, I don't know about now. It's been years since African Queen, you know, was a big hit in Nigeria. But at the time, those were the vibes I got. And I was really impressed because he was really coming up. He had just, left Plantation Boys, started his solo career, and he was doing well. You know, so to find humility in somebody like that is rare. You know, so I was impressed. And if he still has that about him, then, I mean, like, for Mr. Ikwe to say yes to a duet would not have been difficult at all. Now, it's the song that they've chosen to use. It's a remix, It's a remix of one of Bongos's biggest hits. Naturally, I mean, I wouldn't expect them to do any different. And it goes something like this. Don't worry, I'll play the collabo. I'll give you a small snippet of it. But let me just give you a hint of how the original song sounds like. It goes this way. And nobody laugh at my voice. I'm not interested. It goes like this. Well, I've been searching for true love, and I'll keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, this I know, and I'll keep right on searching till I find. I couldn't help closing my eyes because the song takes me back to when I was a child. My parents were always playing bongos in the house, and he was my favorite. And this particular song was one of my favorites. So it takes me back to a really good time in my life, you know. So that's the song. And it's talking about searching for true love, finding true love, and all this and all this. Now, guess what? Listen to the song title. It's not me that coined it. And the song drops in the same week that Two-Face and his wife, Annie Idibia, are fighting over what? Allegations of Two-Face's infidelity with one of the women who has had children for him. I don't like coincidences. I'm sorry, I'm just one kind of very deeply suspicious person. Coincidences don't work for me. if you ask me, this was a well thought out publicity strategy. Two-Face that has been quiet, Two-Face and Annie that have been quiet, at least with regard to music, since the beginning of this year. I don't know what has been happening last year. Last year, coronavirus did not allow anybody to drink water and keep cup down. All of a sudden, and then if you check, this same Annie, she is such a private person, Whatever is going on, whatever giddy bam bam they're having with her husband, the women that have had children for him, I hate that term, baby mama. It's a bit derogatory. I don't like it. These other women that he has had children with, whatever is going on, half the time we have no idea. Then, because she keeps stuff to us, like with every other marriage, even the one that is not this complicated, there are issues. Yeah? And it's what you choose to share with the public that they will know. Annie has been very good about keeping things private. She's been very good. You know, she could choose to grow her Instagram page by feeding us at least one scandal every 3 or 4 months. But she doesn't do that. And she does have a huge following there anyway, well over, I think something between in the region of 6 to 7 million people. She doesn't need to get scandalous for that to happen. So the girl has been private, regardless of whatever might be going on. Then all of a sudden this week, she is so, she's so frustrated that all of a sudden she cannot contain herself anymore. She goes on Instagram to complain about how Two-Face went to visit his other children and chose to sleep in the woman's house and how displeased she is with it. She goes the extra mile of removing his name from her name and goes back to her maiden name, all on social media. Then the next thing, his brother, who people like myself, forgive me, I'm not trying to slight the guy. People like me never heard of him before. The person I know and I've interviewed once is Hyacinth, and I think he's not even in Nigeria at the moment. But all of a sudden, Two-Face's other brother that people like myself don't know pops up, and he has all these negative things to say about Annie. How Annie beats his brother in public. Guy, Annie has been beating Two-Face in public, and for some weird reason, we never heard about it until now. Annie has been beating his brother in public. She normally insults the brother in front of his fellow musicians, blah, blah, blah. That one said his own. Annie's brother now came out, daggers drawn. Yeah. So there's been all this. Now, you know what will happen in the midst of all this fray? It's just me with my conspiracy theories. This Two-Face's brother that we didn't know before, all of a sudden his fan base on whichever social media platform he prefers will rise. You know, Ofofo, all of us like Amebo. People will go there and follow him because they want to get the gist hot as it is coming, not from second-hand sources like myself. So that will happen in that corner for him. This one will happen in this corner for Annie's brother. And then in the middle of all the fighting and in-laws coming for each other and everything, Two-Face will now release an album where he tells the whole world how he's looking for true love. Guys, and I use my sense this time. When I use my sense this time, then no problem. Going forward, when Idibia, you see, when MI did his own, I think about 3 or 4 years ago on Twitter, I spotted it quickly. I knew it was a publicity stunt the minute that tweet landed. He's so upset. He's abandoning the music industry. It has not paid his government in Nigeria. I looked at it and I said, guys, spare me. I moved on. Yeah, and within a few hours, it came out that it was just a publicity stunt. Two-Face, Annie, I don't know who gave you guys this strategy, but the person is good. You need to keep the person around. That you people managed to keep all eyes on you for days is not a small thing again nowadays. Because there is so much shocking content online that keeping attention for days is a big deal. I twirl for you guys. It's not an easy something. Now, in the midst of all this wrangling back and forth and everything, Two-Face goes online. I don't even know which social media platform it was he used, but I saw a screenshot of it on Facebook. And, releases information about this duet with Mr. Bongo Zikwe. And right under his post, you have Annie Idibia. Annie Macaulay Idibia. Thank you to Mr. Bongo Zikwe for making this happen. I was like, okay, I didn't see this particular one coming, and I usually do. So you guys got me. You got me this time. Nice one. If it is not a publicity stunt. Forgive me. I'm not trying to mock you guys. I know the journey of marriage can be turbulent sometimes, yeah? But if it is not a publicity stunt, then somehow the fates all conspired to make everything happen in such a way that Two-Face is able to release a song, a love song, talking about how he's searching for love right when he's on what seems to be the verge of a marital crisis. You know, either way, even if it was not planned, then his guardian angel is really looking out for him, and that's beautiful. If it was planned, brilliant media strategy. You guys, I mean, like, it's not an easy something. Nice one. So, but it's the next few days that will let us know what's really going on with that scenario. So, as for the song, here's a small snippet of it. I'm not playing too much.
Well, I've been searching for true love. Gotta keep right on searching till I find. And nothing good comes easy, this I know. Gotta keep right on searching till I find.
Richie.
Yeah. I've been searching for a woman.
How's that? I loved it. I don't know about you. I'm glad to see that Mr. Ikwe's voice, I mean, his vocals are still there. That man, yeah, he's always had a sonorous voice, and he called it out again. Same thing with Two-Face, you know. Two-Face, Baba, I know they let down now, always representing as usual. So, if you're Benue born, continue to represent, continue to hold on to the good guys that keep our state on the map in a good way. We're starting to, really shine, in the entertainment sector. You have Kidwaya did brilliantly in the BBN house in 2020. He was one of the most popular housemates. Two-Face, Bongo Sikwe, and my tip brother that came first runner-up in the last music contest. Forgive me, don't worry. My memory isn't always what it should be, but all these things coming out of Benue State, man, it's such a relief from all the other stuff that we don't really like to remember or think about. So, nice one, Two-Face. Like I said, if it was a publicity stunt, whoever gave you the idea, brilliant move. Keep the person around. If it was not, I'm glad that it seems like, the dust has settled, the issue has been solved, and I hope that any other news that comes from the Idibia household will be something worth celebrating, like this one. Bamest. All the best. See you again tomorrow. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Please, please, please. Remain tuned to my channel for inspirational stuff, motivational talk, and of course all the latest, hottest gist.